Meanwhile, the Office of the Children's Advocate is urging parents to be vigilant given the increased use of the internet by children. Children's Advocate Dan Gordon Harrison says parents should set guidelines to ensure that children stay safe online.
For the next few months, children will be using the internet frequently for educational purposes, but with that, concerns about the harm children may encounter online. Children's Advocate Dan Gordon Harrison argues that in the same way parents take certain precautions when children have to take the bus, guidelines should be given to children who will be using online platforms to ensure they stay safe.
Why do I say safe? We have seen globally, Vashan, that there are persons who do not have good intentions towards children. And so sometimes, because of the increased vulnerability that they know exists, they actually prey upon children in these online spaces. You may recall that when the pandemic hit in about February, March, there were some initial issues with Zoom, for example, where you had persons who were hacking in and really showing some very inappropriate images because they knew that there was this increased exposure by our children.
She says her office is concerned, and so she's making this request.
We ask parents and educators alike to recognize that we need to have these conversations about how to be safe in cyberspace. So for example, if there is an element of cyberbullying, for instance, which you will find, just as when children are in contact with each other physically, that you will have this as an element that children will have to face. We ask you to encourage your children to speak up about it, because there are in fact things that can be done within the confines of different institutions to address the issue of cyberbullying.
In the meantime, she's also encouraging parents to talk to their children about their digital footprint. She says conversations about responsible and respectful behavior online should also take place.
We've heard teachers, for example, complain about the distraction that some students bring to the table by the types of behavior that they display when they should be really learning. And so as parents, we need to have our children recognize that it's not a free-for-all. It is serious business. Discipline still needs to be observed. And in the same way we're encouraging them to share these inappropriate experiences so we can protect them, we also expect a certain level of behavior that they should exhibit.
In 2016, the Office of the Children's Advocate published Internet Safety Guidelines for Children aimed at preventing the exploitation or abuse of children via the Internet. The Children's Advocate says those guidelines will be updated soon.